Okay. So, I welcome to Cooking Companions. Okay. Full kitchen, running water. It really has everything. Finally, a place I can read a good book in peace. I can't wait to. Ah! What's happening already? Oh my god. That's how she sneezes. Is this a family? Alright, let's see. Allergies are nothing to joke about, Karen. She's not dead yet, Pipsqueak, calm down. Thanks. Anatoly? What are these names? I think I'll go foraging outside with over 450 mosses, 900 fungi, and 70 slime molds. There's bound to be a treasure up here. Roughing it is fun. Anatoly knows so much about edible foods. We're in good hands. I think the slime molds will be the most delicious. Most certainly not. What about the fungi? Do you even know which ones are poisonous, Anatoly? I could figure that out. Please don't. You can be the canary in the coal mine, Anatoly. Yeah, right about that. I'm not ending up a corpse here. Eek. Keep both eyes open, little guy. Plenty of wolves and brown bears around. They won't be a problem. I read up on 10 different techniques to incapacitate them. Number 1 is Anatoly. Oh yeah, sorry, Mariah. Got carried away again. I'll help Anatoly look for food. I'm definitely better at warding off wild animals. If we come empty-handed, we can always eat some of the food we've brought. You mean the emergency rations? Bad idea. Hey, Anatoly and Mariah are getting the food. Gregory is gathering the firewood. That makes you our designated chef. Me. Okay. I thought I was going to play one of these, but okay. I'm very excited to try your cooking. Alright, everyone, let's go to work while there's still sunlight. Later. Mariah, Anatoly, Gregor. The three exit the cabin, leaving you and Karen alone. I think Anatoly put the supplies in the kitchen. Thank you for helping out with the cooking. Tutorial to save the game, right click or hit the escape button on your keyboard to follow the menu. This menu will also allow you to adjust the volume levels. Okay. Do I have any experience making meals? No. Well, IRL, yes, but not in this game. Yeah. Is that so? Looking at you, I think you'd be good at serving up food poisoning. Right? It looks like Karen will remember that. What do you mean? Anyways, going to check out the living room. Let's start. Oh, you wanted me to ask her for help? I should have probably. Tutorial. You never know what you'll find around the cabin. Clues and secrets may be revealed by searching an area more than once. Why not give it a try? What area do you want to search first? There's a little mouse house there. I found a dead mouse. Great. Ah. You would want a dead mouse? More drawers?
Whee! Cabbage!
What the hell? Oh my god. The cabbage is talking. Trumpets sound off.
Onion!
Never fear, Onion is here. Like my cousin Cornbread says, I'll rise to the occasion. Oh my god.
That's me!
Oh, it's Mary.
Oh, yeah?
Potato. Cabbage stuffed me into this drawer. I'm pretty sure this counts as kidnapping. Or the trumpets. Okay. Why talk with those boring humans? All they have to give you is drama. Come chat with us instead. We'll share valuable recipes you can cook. We'll share with you our secret trumpet recipes. Collect them all to become a 5-star chef. Okay. Tutorial. You can find unlocked recipes in the main menu under extra, but be sure to save the game. Okay. To celebrate, here's your first recipe card.
Cabbage.
Roasted eggplants with sesame and pomegranate. Meat free. Okay, you unlocked your first recipe.
Yeah.
Cool. If you ever want to talk, just come to the drawer. Trumpets.
Oh,
Let's move out. Hey. Cabbage really slams the door close. You wonder if what you just saw was real. You're slightly worried about what this means for your mental state. But only slightly. Hey, did you find the supplies? You shake your head. Anatoly lied, he actually put them in the bedroom. Idiot. Here you go. You got the emergency supplies. Karen leaves you alone. You start a fire with some of the wood and get to work on cooking dinner. It's a nice entree, vegetable stew. In a large saucepan over medium heat, you heat some water with potatoes, carrots, and celery in it. Am I gonna have to remember this? 15 minutes later, you drain the pan and set the vegetables aside. Placing some butter in the saucepan, you melt it over medium heat. Throwing some chopped onions in, you cook it for about 10 minutes. The onions are tender and translucent. Perfect. You next mix in some flour, salt, pepper, and heavy cream into the saucepan, adding the vegetables to the mixture. Hours pass. Oh, I was cooking it as I was reciting it. Okay. We're back. More firewood than you'll ever need. Found some wild sorrel. Maybe tomorrow we'll have a bigger bounty. Anatoly is burying the lead. We saw a red deer. Mariah spotted it. Yeah, that's great. Anyway, killed 17 spiders today while you were out looking at deer. That should come as no surprise. There's over 160 species of spiders here. Great! I like your little squirrel. Oh, 160. Don't worry, Mariah. I'm sure they're all in the bathroom or something. Huh, no. Almost all of them were near the couch. I was going to sleep on the couch. That's where 16 of them were. I'm not sleeping on that couch then. And there's only 2 beds in the bedroom. Don't sweat it, Mariah. I can sleep anywhere, so I'll sleep in the rocking chair. I'll sleep with one eye open, just in case any of them swarm the couch. Thanks, Gregor. Karen and Anatoly, you two take the bedroom. Thanks, big guy. Joke's on you, Gregor. I always plan on taking one of the beds. Hey, Anatoly, I snore louder than a lumberyard. Sweet dreams, chump. You turn back to your bubbling vegetable stew and try a bite. Oh, look at that. This tastes pretty good. Perfectly good. You cooked vegetable stew. Nice. You set the table and ask everyone to dig in. Aw. Oh, whoa, this smells delicious. Thank you. You must be a world-class chef. No. Karen takes a bite. It's bland as hell. Yeah. There was never mention of any seasoning, so tastes like every other vegetable stew I've ever had. So generic. Could probably use some meat next time. Gross. For a side dish, we could bake some bread and utilize the Fragaria fresca, also known as strawberries, for some jam. Okay, so he likes meat, she doesn't like meat, she wants seasoning, and he wants sweet. Nobody cares, Pipsqueak. Everyone laughs at Karen's polite ribbing. Nothing makes you happier than cooking a great meal for friends. This could very well be the best day you've ever had. You go to bed stuffed. This is very ominous font. It's supposed to be a psychological horror, so we'll see. Oh, that's a cool painting. The hell is that? I'm trying to check. Hey, you up? I am. How'd you sleep? I was so warm last night. I didn't even need a blanket. Relatable. What time is it? Also relatable. About 1 hour until dawn. Jesus. Will you two pipe down? Trying to sleep over here. Yawn. Fuck. Gregor, the birds outside aren't making much noise yet. We didn't bring many supplies, remember? Better to get a head start on gathering food. I honestly can't see the trees outside right now. Gregor, did you see any spiders last night? There was a small one in the bathroom. Actually, I did see a centipede by the sink. Mariah turns a little pale. Karen's messing with you, Mariah. Let's find more than wild sorrel today. Gah, if you're lucky, little guy, maybe I'll teach you how to catch some wild brown trout. What's with you and meat, my big guy? Anatoly's herbalism books say that there's many more species of plants to eat out here. Let's leave the fish alone. You know, I'm not into meat. That's a shame. I'd wake up early to go fishing. Cheer up, Karen. We'll get to observe the trout at the very least. Maybe we'll see more red deer today. That sounds like a waste of time, Gregor. Maybe we'll find some blackthorn berries. I love blackthorn berries. We'll be back later. You can wash your stuff today. You nod. Thank you. Thanks. When do I get to go in the woods? Don't steal anything, okay? Hey. I don't like her. Mariah, Anthony, Anthony, Gregor, and Karen leave the cabin with a hop to their step. You're alone, but thankfully you have a drawer of trumpets to keep you company. Ah, okay. So I get to explore the cabin. Oh, talk with the trumpets. Check out the bedroom. Look at the bathroom. Go into the basement. Think ko yun. Safe bet would be the trumpets, pero you know what? Fuck it. Going into the basement. Oh. This door goes into the basement. There's no reason to go into the basement right now. You wait for the others to return. Hey. Okay. Well, that was a waste of my day. We're back. Knock it off, Mariah. It's pretty rare to be scared of one. It's not. Who knew the big guy would be so scared of? Shut up. You don't understand. I don't think anyone understands, Gregor. It was just a marmot, Gregor, not a monster. Mariah laughs so hard that your ears ring. Oh god. Tears are rolling down Mariah's cheeks. She's laughing so hard that she's about to hyperventilate. Stop Mariah from hyperventilating? Absolutely not. One less mouth to feed, right? Huh? You don't get it. It's pretty personal. Then please explain, big guy. Gregor looks incredibly uncomfortable. Let's leave him alone. We found some raspberries and elderberries near the cabin. Quite a selection of berries. We also found more wild sorrel. Is this going to be enough for a good meal? Everyone is looking at you for an answer. To feed 5 people? Probably not. You decide to do an inventory of all available ingredients. It takes you a while, but you decide on your specialty, cabbage rolls. Oh, I'm just cooking in the living room. Okay. You bring a large pot of water to boil. You let the cabbage leaves boil for 2 minutes, draining the pot into the sink. In a medium mixing bowl, you combine some cooked rice, onion and egg, salt and pepper, along with some tomato sauce. You use your hands to mix thoroughly, and decide to wash your hands after it won't come off. Dividing the rice mixture evenly between the cabbage leaves, you then roll them up and tie a string around them so they stay in one piece. You place the cabbage rolls in a large skillet over medium heat, pouring the rest of the tomato mixture over the top. Covering it, you bring it to a boil. You reduce the heat to low and let the cabbage rolls simmer for about 40 minutes, being sure to baste it with the liquid. That sounds pretty good. Oh, that looks pretty good. Meals and deals. Mariah looks optimistic. Karen looks skeptical. Anthony looks curious. And Gregory looks thrilled. Oh, okay. Watch intently as everyone takes the first bite. What do I... Oh. That's pretty darn good. Okay. I could eat the whole batch myself. I think the vegetable stew tasted better, but I'm loving how tender the cabbage is. The sauce is pretty red. It's tomato. Did you use fresh tomatoes for it? It really adds to it. Spoon some of the liquid on top of it. You'll thank me later. Incredible. It's definitely growing on me. Thanks again for cooking. This really was something special. Everyone leaves the dishes behind for you to do. Okay. Not happening. We settle in and go to bed. Everyone goes to bed full. Tomorrow will be another great day. I'm still gonna have to do the damn dishes, aren't I? God damn it. Listen, if you cook, you don't do the dishes. Or get a dishwasher. Good morning, everyone. Greg. Again, Gregor. Can't you let us sleep in? Not today. Why? Storm clouds are gathering outside. We need to find some food before it begins to downpour. Gregor, you're overreacting. We have enough food to last us a while. Enough food? I thought we used most of the supplies for last night's dinner. He's right. The meal you made was delicious, but I used a lot of what we had. Gregor's also correct. Precipitation is usually high in this area, with many areas being high risk for flooding. It'd be foolish to not go out and look for the food today. Why did we come here? You really think it will flood? Thankfully, the cabin is on high ground, but it doesn't mean we're safe from flood waters. It's always a possibility, so it can't hurt to be prepared. You're losing it, Gregor. Karen! There's nothing to worry about. I think Gregor's right, Karen. Huh? It won't hurt to prepare for the worst. I think she's right, Karen. Fail to prepare, prepare to fail. Anatoly, let's go out and prepare for the storm. Foraging should be a key priority today. There are plenty of edible foods and it has better odds than trying to hunt. Give me a few minutes and I'll plot out our route on some paper. Let me help, little guy. I can only select one of them. Oh, I have a mouse for this one, right? This paper nailed to the wall looks pretty ancient. What were the old days like? I'm not sure what you mean. Never mind. You must enjoy these antiques, huh? You bore Karen with some brief yet dull description of items lying around. Cool. I'll tell the others later. Karen looks disturbed by your comments. You heard a loud laugh from the other room. Huh? What's happening? Gregor and Natalie come back from their meeting. Gregor is blushing slightly. Hey, can you cook something while we're out? You nod. Thank you. Alright everyone, we have our route now. Let's beat those rain clouds. The group leaves, determined as ever. You have the cabin all to yourself. Oh, is it starting? Oh god. I don't see a radio. I still don't see the radio. Seems to be broken. Better hold on to this. I got a strange radio. Before you cook dinner, what should you check out? Check out the bedroom? Uh-huh. Okay. Interesting. Poor Anatoly. Karen's snoring is so loud she even wakes you up sometimes. Anatoly must be running on fumes. Would he have the courage to wake her up though? Probably not. You wait around... Huh? What? I couldn't actually explore, okay? Mara's back early today. Are you okay? The others are still looking for food outside. Okay. Okay. But nothing that will feed all of us, okay? Please don't tell the others. But I'm a little worried about our supplies. I crunched the numbers and we don't have enough food, even with rationing, to last if there's a big storm and we get stuck here. Excuse you? Okay. How's my relationship stronger? I didn't give... Anyway. I didn't actually choose. I could have told her no, but I didn't have the option. Hello, welcome back with your little squirrel. Don't be so down, everyone. We got tons of good berries. Jam is so bland without any sugar. Do you have any sugar? You shake your head sadly. Yikes. Turn that frown upside down, Karen. Who knows what tomorrow will bring? I'm not smiling for you, Gregor. Eek. You missed out. The sunset was really tremendous on our way back. Hues of orange, red, and even a little purple poking out. Red sky at night, sailor's delight. Red sky in the morning, sailor takes with warning. So we can expect the sailor's delight tomorrow? That's awesome. You're such an optimistic guy. You must have walked a few miles today. Gorgeous sights. You could even see snow on the tips of the mountains. Okay. How come I couldn't actually explore the other room? Those who have it do not want it. Those who have it least succeed. Those who have it for too long perish. When you feed it, it gets smaller. What am I? Dust? Try again, big guy. I got it. Is it hunger? Yeah, I was going to guess that. So, what's on the menu tonight? Bread and jam. You crush the berries in your small mortar and pestle, spreading it on some crusty bread. Doesn't look bad. Bare cupboards. Okay. I don't get to go forage, so how am I supposed to have more food? Gregor, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. But this homemade jam is to die for. Sorry. No, you're right, Gregor. This bread stinks. Mariah! Everybody laughs. You're not sure this could be called a meal. But I got the job done. Everyone thanks you for dinner and heads off to sleep. You go to bed wishing you had more. You have a strange dream. Something is riding on your back, and it's becoming a nuisance. You try to see it in the mirror, but you can't get a good look at it. You try almost everything, but it won't get off. The pain between your shoulder blades is getting worse by the minute. You wander away from the cabin, stumbling by a river to soak your pain in cold water. You didn't want things to come to this, but you've exhausted all other options. You swim out to the middle. Rocks on the bottom cut your feet. You slip and fall to your knees. You lean back, trying to submerge the thing underneath the waters. But it won't drown. It won't drown. It won't drown. You splash frantically, plunging your head beneath the water. The current takes you downstream. You try swimming to the shore, but it's no use. Water fills your mouth and nostrils. After a minute, you stop struggling against the current. As you gaze up at the sky, you feel it leaving your back, drifting into the sky as you sink to the bottom. As you take your last gasp, you see what was on your back staring into your eyes. You don't even have the air in your lungs to scream. You wake in a cold sweat. What the fuck was that? The fuck was that? Just a dream. It's nighttime. Wake up. Jesus. Sorry, you were making strange noises in your sleep. What's going on, Gregor? Did the lightning wake you up? It woke me up. I tried to fall asleep, but it's so loud. Ugh. Let's just get back to sleep and talk about this in the morning. Everyone nods in agreement and gets back to bed. Except for you. You can't fall back asleep. You still have goosebumps from the nightmare. Karen's snoring is louder than a sawmill. You find it very loud and very distracting. You don't sleep a wink. Everyone is now up and awake in the cabin. You hear the front door open and quickly slam shut. Anatoly sounds petrified. I looked out the door and we're completely surrounded by floodwaters. Looks like Sailor's stake warning was more appropriate for today. Maybe it'll clear up tomorrow? You can't steal Big Eye's optimism, Karen. Why the hell not? That's all he has going for him. Ick. He's also good at chopping wood, though. I'll cut off you two. Mariah, do you think it'll clear up tomorrow? I'd give it a 27% chance of it clearing up tomorrow. Very small chances. Based on what? I was bored stiff, so I read a book on local precipitation levels for the last 20 years in the living room. Sounds like you're stealing Anatoly's thunder. Anatoly, you're a book nerd, right? Why didn't you read it? I didn't make it past the cover. Is that right? Yes. That bookshelf has some great books on artists and crafting and natural sciences. Why let them sit there gathering dust? How did you arrive at a 27% chance of it clearing up tomorrow? It's easy. Take the time of year and multiply by a factor of. Oh god. She isn't dumbing any of this down. Oh, hey. The first thing you need to understand. You look over at Anatoly. He's listening intently to Mariah. So intently he hasn't blinked yet. You can see his eyes drying up, tear rolling down one of his cheeks. This is brutal to watch. She ends with a bow. Nobody claps. Tough crowd. Alright, that was awe-inspiring. You lost me a few minutes in, but it's okay. I don't understand a word of it. Anatoly turns to you. Anyway, there's no telling how long this will last. We can't leave the cabin until these floodwaters stop. I know our food situation is a little tight, but I know you'll make the right decisions. I believe in you. Me too. Why is she looking so severe? It looks like we have enough leftover berries for some bread and raspberry jam. I'll pass on the jam, just give me some crusty bread. Everyone laughs, except for you. With everyone stranded in the cabin, you need to keep everyone fed and happy. You sneak out to the kitchen while everyone's still talking.
Hello.
Hello. Don't worry, as leader of the trumpets, I'll make sure none of the humans know about us.
Onion.
That big guy would try eating me like an apple, so definitely don't tell them about us. Are your pants going awry? Got another cornbread classic for you. Did you hear about the bread maker's bakery burning down? No? Her business is now toast. Oh my god. That one's been done to death. Did you know raspberry and milk were introduced? You tell her no?
Raspberry.
Milkshake. Let out an audible groan. Did cornbread teach you that one? Nope. Wasted an entire day thinking about that terrible pun. I was well worth the time and effort, Raspberry. Maybe you'll win the annual trumpet comedy competition this year.
Raspberry. Onion.
Not while I'm here. Isn't that every year? Are these actual food items? Or is it like a
Cabbage.
or is it just like in my head?
Raspberry.
Gosh, potato, I swear to God, repeat the line or we're locking you up again. Life or death. That's right. Trumpets. Move out. Took you long enough. There's mold on these last two slices of bread. Karen is right. What the hell is the matter with you? You grip the knife tightly in your hand. You think this is enough for 5 of us? It's all we have left. Gregory is right. Anatoly, will your mold spores give us food poisoning? I'm no scientist, sorry. We can't leave with the flat water, so this will have to last us another day. Everyone grimly nods, ripping apart thin pieces like a pack of wolves. Gregory seems to unhinge his jaw and eat in one bite. He looks like a duck eating bread. Thanks again. Bread and jam isn't much of a meal, but it's more than we had when we left Ukraine. What? Plenty of rainwater outside, so at least we don't have to die of dehydration. But until the storm is over, nobody should leave the cabin. Should clear up if we just give it a chance. Anatoly, where are you getting that information from? One of the books on the bookshelf about the climate here. You're illiterate, so that definitely is a lie. I've seen him reading. Little guy's been studying. I'm serious. He pretends to read these books because he wants us to think that he's smart, but I can tell he's just staring at the page, faking it. What do you think? Oh, okay. Why is she so fucking angry? Fuck it then, yeah, sure. Huh. You're funny. I keep pretending with those books, Anatoly. Brutal, Karen. I found an old picture book in the living room, Anatoly. Let me know if you want it small fry. Karen. Karen smiles at you. I guess let's call it a day. Yeah, sure. Everyone shuffles off to their sleeping areas. 6 minutes later. I'm glad you called out Anatoly's bluff. You continue to impress. It's a shame Anatoly is sleeping in the same bedroom. I should have never let him be the one to share with me. But what if it was just you and me? I'm sure we could study and squeeze a few novels in before bed. Well, we'll have to see if we can kick him out at some point, right? Oh, you'll have to tell me about that anatomization book up on the bookshelf. Really cool pictures in there. Karen looks like she has a crush on you. Let me know if you're ever free for a lesson. Okay? What do I do with the mouse? I still have the mouse in my inventory. How do I access my inventory? Wait. And that's how fast a deer could run if startled. Whoa. Incredible. Impressive. I wish we had a deer here. With the food getting lower, let's just skip today's meal. No. It's only for one day. Various cultures and religions have practiced fasting throughout history. That doesn't make us feel any better, Anatoly. What options do we have? Our food wasn't rationed properly. Anatoly is mumbling to himself. So passive-aggressive of him. Everyone goes to a separate area. Karen is in the bedroom, Gregory's in the living room, Mariah's in the kitchen, and Anatoly is in the bathroom. Who do you speak to? Mariah has like a weird fucking look on her face. Oh, didn't hear you coming. I was just double checking if there was any food we might have missed. But I couldn't get the drawer open. Could you give it a try? You nod. Great. While you go do that, I'm going to go get some more reading done. You think Mariah will remember that? Later.
Hello.
I have to eat them. Is this thunderstorm keeping you up at night? You need to roll with it. We need to talk soon. Listen to me when the time comes. Anyways, please don't let the others see us.
Cabbage.
That's right, Raspberry. Part of being a chompette is secrecy. Wouldn't want those humans to overhear our meetings now, would we? You shake your head. Good.
Hoo-hoo.
What the hell is happening? Everyone looks pretty down this evening. Well, wish the rain would just stop. You're all doing great. Must be almost at the end of this nightmare. I'm so hungry. Me too. You are too. You wish everyone a good night and get ready for bed. Oh god. Wake up. I said, wake up. Hello? The rainfall is non-stop again. Did you have anything to do with this? What? You don't answer her question. Always thinking with your stomach, right? You should reconsider. Might save what little humanity you have left. At least I tried. I won't have a guilty conscience by the end of this. Go back to sleep, monster. What the fuck? You easily forget about Raspberry's conversation. You have a strange dream. A boy is yelling at you in the kitchen. You keep telling him to lie down on the tray, but he keeps shaking his head, calling you names. So you do it. You lie down on the tray and make your body as flat as a board. You show him how it's done. His anger turns to courage, and he pushes you into the oven. As the stench of burning hair fills your lungs, you see him sneering back at you. You wake in a cold sweat. What the fuck? Everyone seems to be sleeping in later than normal. Their stomachs must have kept them awake all night. You can barely make out the trees from the windows. You hear a stirring of blankets, arms, and legs. Mariah looks petrified. I couldn't sleep. Anthony has bags under his eyes. The storm is too loud. Karen looks out of it. Why is she scared? The cabin was creaking so much last night. It sounded alive. Gregor looks a little gaunt. I got a good look out the window. And? Couldn't see anything due to the rain. Great observation, Gregor. I was so hungry last night. I kept pacing around my bed. Karen turns to you. When is this going to end? I checked outside the door again. Flood waters keep rising. Unfortunately, we're going to need to stay put unless one of us wants to drown in rainwater. As soon as the weather lets up, we'll be able to scavenge for supplies. How close is the nearest town? I don't know. Didn't you have a map on you? I think I dropped it while we were running after Gregor. I'm sure it'll show up eventually. Mariah and Antali go white as a sheet. How are we going to find our way back now? We'll have to ride out the storm. Mariah looks at you. We're down to our last slice of bread. I don't know how much longer we can put off eating. The group stares at you. It will clear up in no time. Maybe you're right. The group looks worried. They all gravitate to an area. You can tell Gregor's putting on a fake optimism and Mariah is having trouble. Which one do you want to speak with today? I don't get what's happening. I haven't talked to Gregor yet. Oh, hey. I know you already searched the kitchen, but I had to double check. A fool's errand. I wish everyone was in better spirits. It can't rain forever, right? Rainfall in this area can last days to weeks, oh god. You tell Gregory to stay strong. You know what? Thank you. The group is really thankful for your kindness. Gregor blushes a little bit. I always wanted to be the one that kept everyone in good spirits. But it's obvious you do that much better. Gregory is looking at you fondly. I'm curious, because I have to earn the recipes, right? The rain is pounding hard against the wooden cabin, but at least none of it is getting inside. You tell Gregor to keep his spirits up and join the others. Oi, they all look grim. You could cut the tension in the room with a knife. Everyone is staring at you. They're expecting that last piece of bread for dinner. You bring it out. Can't take their eyes off of it. You instruct everyone to take a pinch, and slowly all five of you tear it apart like a wishbone. Everyone studies their piece of bread carefully, wondering how long it will last. Karen is the first to eat hers. She chews each bite a few hundred times before swallowing. Anatoly chews it cautiously, opening his mouth once he finishes each bite. Mariah nibbles on it silently, eyes wide, moving from person to person, and Gregor just pops in his mouth like a cherry. It was gone in an instant. The group thanks you awkwardly. It's not much, but you're run out of options. You wish everyone good night and get ready for bed. You go to bed starving. Could I have chosen like a different meal to make? Good morning. Morning. Let me check if the rain has stopped. It hasn't. I can hear it. It's still flooding. What are we going to do? Humans can live about 2 to 3 weeks without food. Water isn't a concern. Rainfall should end in a day or two, right? Actually, 215 days a year here, okay? But do you really think it will rain that long? Anatoly, it's been days already. What makes you think it will stop soon? Relax, everyone. Let's see how long we can ride this out. Fingers crossed it's done by tomorrow. Panic is slowly creeping in. Everyone's looking scared, but you need to survive. Karen and Gregor begin to discuss next options. You speak with Mariah in the kitchen, or Aunt Ollie in the living room. Aha! Think instead about everything you've done wrong and how you've doomed everyone. Speak with Mariah, speak with Anatoly. Yeah, fuck off. Anatoly is still paging through the book. It's upside down. Hey, you really should have been more careful with our emergency supplies. What were you thinking? I was really hungry. That's no excuse. What if we starve to death here? Did Mariah tell you about fleeing Ukraine, how rough that was? Just leave me alone. Okay, have fun pretending to read. How the fuck? I didn't even. I don't think any of us can take this much longer. Gregor's voice starts to crack. I don't want to ask this, but it's time. One of us needs to go outside and search for food. Everyone is silent. I'll go. Mariah, I used to swim all the time near my house, so I probably have the best chance of swimming through the flood waters. No, let me go instead. You won't get very far if anything happens to your glasses, Anatoly. True. You're blind as a mole rat, remember? That's true, but little guy, let me go. Gregor, sounds good to me. Karen, his arms are definitely the longest, so he probably has the best at climbing trees out of all of us. No, that wouldn't be right. Gregor, let me go instead. I got that none of these options are good ones, but we need to find food or help. Since we can't come to a consensus, let's draw for it. Has she been eating the food? We'll each pick one from my hand, and the shortest will go outside to search for food. Okay. You're not worried about drawing. You saw Gregor cut the branch lengths, so you can tell which is the biggest one of the bunch. You pick it. You watch the others intently. Will it be Gregor? Anatoly? Karen? Will it be Mariah? Looks like I've got the shortest. Mariah? It's okay. I watched Anatoly forage earlier, so I'll know what to look out for. Just swim out until you find higher ground, then scout the area. Maybe you'll find a fish out there. Everyone looks heartbroken. Karen, Anatoly, Gregor, I'll keep us alive. I promise. She promised. Everyone watches as Mariah leaves the cabin. The silence is deafening. The door shuts behind her. You can faintly hear her yell about how cold the water is, and then silence. Okay. I'm sure we'll see her again. The rest of the group nods. Everyone stays up, waiting and waiting. The sun has completely set. One by one, each person quietly shuffles off to bed. Oh, dead to me? So she died? You get ready for bed and easily pass out. You have a strange dream. The two women in front of you could be twins. One of them you recognize, the other is a guest. You ask the guest to sit on a shovel, and then you try pushing it into the oven. Her legs are so strong you can't get her into the oven. You curse at her repeatedly. Like this, you hiss. You stretch out your legs until your toes are almost sticking in the coals. You feel four hands on your shoulders and both of them push you in. The familiar smell of smoke and burning hair causes you to throw up on the embers. You can't let it end like this. You rip the metal door off the oven, tearing through the wood logs of the cabin. Screaming, you chase the two through the woods. Your burns chill with the wind. The guest looks behind her and her eyes widen when she sees you. She's terrified. Your fury rips trees out by the roots, soil from the ground, rocks from the pits. You've never been this angry in your entire life. Their stamina can't last forever. You're gaining on them. As you trample through a field of wheat, the guest throws a piece of cloth behind her. You catch the glint of it in the sun, golden. As if by magic, the earth splits in front of you, creating a chasm of fire below. You fall into the pit, screaming as your eyes begin to sizzle from the heat. Hellfire fills your lungs. You're unable to scream anymore. You wake in a cold sweat. Am I the witch in the woods? Is this like Hansel and Gretel? What's happening? Good morning. Do you think she made it to higher ground? I believe in Mariah. Me too. She'll be fine. Right, little guy? So what do we do now? Just wait? Karen, how long? It's been almost a day since she left. Anatoly and Gregor look nervous. Someone needs to go look for her. We need to wait, Karen. Wait for what? The nearest town is miles and miles away. Waiting is all we can do for now. So it could be days before she gets back. What are we supposed to eat? Mice? Karen, I'm sure Anatoly will agree, but we'll discuss next options when we get to it. Every waking hour is about food now. Oh, thought, sorry. I never should have eaten that much. You're sure Mariah will make it back? She promised. Everyone retreats to their areas. What do you want to do today? Talk with Karen in the bedroom? Hey, you don't have to lie to me. I know Mariah's not coming back. I don't know where she came up with her being the best swimmer. I guess the only one that would know would be Anatoly. Last summer, Anatoly would watch her swim from the shore. He could have been a lifeguard, such a good swimmer. She never went under, but if she did, he would have pulled her out easily. Why would she lie about something like that? Karen seems deep in thought. Maybe it's better to leave her alone. You close the door softly, so he swims better. I can't stop thinking about our vegetables too. I'd be fine with the bread and jam. I'd be fine with just the strawberries. Nobody else laughs. I would kill for some vegetables right about now. You would too. I'm going to try to get some sleep. Good night. Night. You fall asleep quickly, but you only dream about this desecrating a corpse. You wake in a cold sweat, in a completely different room. Where am I waking up? In the basement? In the kitchen. Good morning. Karen's looking worse. Will you cook for the group today? Cook what? Huh? You cooked meat. Where did I get the meat from? Where did you get that? You ignore Karen's question. What's that smell? Gregor finally gets off the couch. Where did you... The trio are looking at you, salivating. You take the charred meat out of the oven, cutting into small cutlets. They immediately grab some off the plate, chewing ferociously. You take a piece and immediately devour it. Do you have any more of this? You explain how the meat is stored securely hidden so you can ration better this time. I understand. Thank you. Anatoly runs to the bathroom, puking in the toilet. You can hear him sobbing for a few minutes. The taste is... Gregor wanders off. Anatoly returns looking choked up. I was too weak. Left you some of the meat. Don't fight this, Anatoly. Did we just eat Mariah? Finally, my focus is coming back. Going to read some of those books. Keep them occupied, okay? Where did I find her body? Speak with Anatoly? Oh no. Thanks for checking in on me. You ask if he still feels sick. Not anymore. I think it was a mental thing. Please don't tell me where the meat came from. The less I know, the better. You nod. Thank you. You're sure Anatoly will remember that. You leave Anatoly and go tidy up some parts of the kitchen. Where did I find her body? Oh, what the fuck? Did you see that? Oh, do you see that? There's a face in the cabinet. I, mm, eating will just make them hungrier. They're fine now, but soon they'll be begging for more. The face is gone! You waited long enough. What's for dinner? You calmly explain that you want to ration the meat better this time, and there will be no dinner. Fine. I understand. I guess I'd rather eat tomorrow than more today. No arguments? Perfect. Everyone decides to call it an early night. You fall asleep instantly tonight. You have a strange dream. You're having dinner with a blacksmith, but he's not touching his food. The only light in the room comes from the oven. He clears his throat, stroking his beard. I can forge anything, he says. Your eye has been giving you issues lately, so you reply, forge me a new eye then. You laugh, but then the ropes come out. He ties you to the chair with a long rope to prevent you from struggling. You rip the rope apart without even trying, so the blacksmith uses a thicker rope. No turning back now. He takes a hot poker out of the coals. Holding it in front of his face, you can see his beard and eyes watching you. He slowly brings back the poker, aiming carefully for your eye, before plunging it through your skull with a sickening crunch. The force of the blow throws you backwards a few feet. You're unable to break the ropes. You vomit all over your chest. As the smell of your decimated eyes floods your nostrils, the blacksmith stands over you, spitting on your body. You wake in a cold sweat. What the fuck? Motherfucker. Okay, wait. Give me, I guess that works. What's this? Oh, well, that. Okay. Has a knife. She has a knife. You gonna fucking kill me? What? I'm the bad guy. You wake up to see Gregor looking out the window. He turns to you, not smiling. Take a look out the window. Do you notice anything? What? Floodwaters have receded a little bit, but everyone is still bound to the cabin. Joe used to be completely visible. It's gone now. What the hell was all that whispering? Indoors person. Good morning, big guy. Will Mariah make it back? This might sound a little crazy, but every night around 2 a.m. I can hear her outside. She makes this awful gurgling noise like she's trying to get water out of her lungs. Have you heard her, Gregor? Sometimes when the rain gets faint, I think I can hear her whispering. I haven't heard anything like that. When she's whispering, it's like she's trying to tell you something. Right? Yes. Oh, what? Wait. You can see it there. I sometimes hear her crying through the radio, but that's just a broadcast, right? I think we should have another piece of meat for breakfast. One step closer to Mariah. It's what she would have wanted. What's gotten into you, Anatoly? Anatoly's eyes looking at you, begging. Bring us another slab, please. He clearly doesn't have the stomach for it. I can't get the taste out of my mouth. Please help me. Anatoly? Gregor looks pained at Anatoly's word. I think he's right. Please bring us more of that meat. You grab some of the meat from your secret hiding place. You cut it into squares, adding it to the boiling cauldron of water. It will taste bland without any seasoning, but you need to serve it up right away. What's taking so long? Boil it faster. Looks almost done. Patience. It's finally finished. You serve the meat in bowls. Gregor drinks the broth first before swallowing the chunks whole, like a duck does when eating bread. Anatoly creates ripples in the broth using the spoon he isn't eating. I'm sorry about earlier, everyone. I don't know what's gotten over me. Mariah. He begins to weep. You look over at Karen. You didn't notice her even start to eat. There's just an empty bowl now. Karen is staring right at you. How much more meat is left? You explain how most of it has gone bad. This is the last of it. How could you be so careless again? You remember Karen's knife. You need to think fast. What the hell are we supposed to do now? Wait around again? This storm isn't ending. You clear your throat. Anatoly? Yes? I think tomorrow you should look for Mariah, or forage for plants outside. I think you should go tomorrow, little guy. Nobody else can identify edible plants like you. Please, Anatoly. You can swim back after a few hours. Gregory is right, Anatoly. Maybe you'll find Mariah out there. I think Mariah's fine by herself. He still hasn't accepted what happened yet. She doesn't need anyone's help. But we need your help, Anatoly. That's right, Anatoly. Please help us. Let me sleep on it, okay? No problem, little guy. Everyone shuffles off to their rooms, reading books and knitting to pass the time. Who's knitting? You go to bed ravenous. That wasn't English. And what language is she whispering? I don't want to know what it is. Something is approaching.
Onion!
Ah, uh, don't be a crybaby, it's just me. Onion. Not going to be very sweet today. I'm worried about Anatoly. He's going to cave to peer pressure. Can you stop him from leaving the cabin? You don't answer, Onion. Please? Don't you trust me? You shake your head. Got a fun fact for you. Did you know that leaving out an unpeeled onion in your room absorbs bacteria? It will help prevent colds and wards off viruses.
Onion!
That was a lie. The fun factoid of that myth, people actually believed it in the 1500s. How embarrassing. Who would believe that? There was even a doctor in 1919 who caused a surge of people believing it. Anyway, you know what smells like a raw onion left in the room? You. It's been a while since your last bath, right? You can't remember. Could smell you before I even came into the room. Yikes. So can you stop Anatoly from leaving? I know he has cabin fever, but this is ridiculous. It will be impossible to stop a grown man from leaving. Please, we don't need another one stalking the hallways, tapping on the windows, crying through the radio. You have the sudden urge to scream. Why do you think I've been using the mouse holes to get around? Scared to death that I'll run into her. Don't make me tattle to Cabbage about you. She can be as mean as Potato if you get on her bad side. Just kidding, she's great. Anyways, when the time comes, just tell Antoine you care about him and don't want him to leave. Even if it's for me, okay? You can trust me. Now, if you excuse me, I need to work on some new ice skates. They're made of butter slices, so I'll get to skate around the frying pan tomorrow. Later. I suddenly feel like I should have fucking chopped the vegetables. Your mind finally manages to forget everything that happened. You fall asleep again, still ravenous. You have a strange dream. Oh, great. A fox is collecting payment in your living room. You despise him, so you put 2 dogs at the bottom of a sack, then add 6 chickens on top. The fox smiles at you and leaves. At some point in his journey, the fox will eventually open the sack, and the dogs tear the fox in half. Filled with such loathing for the fox, you gave him the only things you had for food, all of those chickens. As the snow piles up outside, you begin to eat whatever you can find. Pillowcases, candles, leather. One day you wake up and you have nothing left to eat. Absolutely nothing. Just an insatiable hunger. A few days later, you go mad and leave the cabin, completely ravenous. A nearby tree looks like charred meat. Your iron teeth cut through the tree bark, tearing your gums apart by the splinters. Your mouth fills quickly with blood. Days later, a deer gallops by. The first creature in the woods to see your corpse. You awake in a cold sweat. Something smells terrible in the living room. Someone puked in a corner. You wipe it up with a rag to save them the embarrassment. Good morning. Good morning, little guy. Well, Anatomy, what's your decision? I barely slept last night. Her whispers came through one of the holes in the floor. She kept telling me to come outside. We don't want to rush you. One of us puked last night, so that's what that smell was? Anatoly, my patience is wearing thin. You have 1 hour to make a decision. Why so quickly? Because I'm not waiting any longer. You can see the glint of Karen's knife under her dress. Best to watch out for that knife. The group disperses. Tension seems to be rising. You have 1 hour to kill. What do you want to do? Oh no! What the fuck? Where did I click? Oh my god. Hey, I'm a little worried about Anatoly. The flood currents are really strong. Ugh. Once Karen makes up her mind on something, it has to happen. I definitely won't debate her on it. Have you seen the knife she carries around? I don't know where she got it. She had it on her all. Do you think it's for self-defense? No. Or you interrupt Gregor. Cooking? Yeah. I mean, she hasn't cooked anything here. But Gregor continues to babble incoherently. You feign concern and nod politely. Oops. He notices you weren't actively listening to him. Yeah, to stand up to her when the time comes, alright? Gregory smiles a little bit. I'm gonna get stabbed. I know you'll do the right thing. Thanks. You decided to call everyone together for a meeting. Ay, ay, ay. I don't see the knife on her. Anatoly, you okay, little guy? Anatoly looks pale, like he's going to pass out. Anatoly, have you made a decision? Yes. I'll help you all out, I promise. Thank you. Big tears roll down Gregor's cheeks. I'll miss you, big guy. I'll miss you too, little guy. Thank you, Anatoly. I know this wasn't easy, but it's for the best. I didn't stand up to shit, Karen. Yes? Gregor looks at you expectantly. Do you want to say anything to Anatoly? You say nothing. I have no agency. How do I keep him from leaving? See you soon, Olga. I guess all we can do now is wait. Good night. Karen goes to the bedroom to sleep. I didn't tell him the truth. Gregor is getting choked up. I didn't tell him. Missing him already. Gregor curls up on the couch for the night, turning his back to you. You shut your eyes, quickly falling asleep. You hear a scraping from the floor. Oh my dear God. Hello. Found you. You explain how this isn't a good time right now. This is no laughing matter. I'm worried about Gregor. He's as tall as a tree but as dumb as a brick. What's the root of that? Another cornbread classic. You're being very unpopular right now. That's a tree reference, get it? Anyway, you need to protect Gregor from the red-haired woman. Cabbage called an emergency trumpet meeting and told me to give you the mission. Watch out for that knife and protect Gregor at all costs. Understood? Yes? You nod. It's the least you can do, right? You tell Brett that pun didn't make sense. On a roll today, I'll see you around. Brett hops away, squeezing himself through the mousehole with a small pop. You fall asleep, thinking about what Brett told you, trying to keep Gregor alive. It's lying on the table in front of you. You take off the glasses first, partially cracked, and set them down next to the workbench. Working the saw, you wrap the cuts in an old newspaper. Some of it gets soggy immediately, so you begin drying the cuts with a towel before wrapping. Much better. You hear something approaching, so you clench your fist and ready to strike whatever's coming for you. You wake in a cold sweat. Uh, You wake in a completely different place. Did you sleepwalk or you found some meat? Everybody's still asleep. This would be a nice surprise after yesterday's events. You decide to cook breakfast for everyone, cutting each slice fairly thin. You brown each side in the oven. The smell is unique. Karen runs into the kitchen. What is that smell? Give it to me. Now. You don't argue. Karen grabs a cutlet, burning her hand before bringing it to her mouth. Ah! Your hunger devours it, barely chewing. She grabs another cutlet off the plate and eats it. You thought she was concerned with rationing. Gregory wakes up from the couch and heads to the kitchen. Oh God, already. Gregor looks conflicted, but he succumbs to the hunger. They always do. Gregor eats his food in a few bites, carefully grabbing a second cutlet. Tears start streaming down his face, but he doesn't make a sound. You join them in the meal, quickly consuming the meat on the table. I can think straight again. We'll be out of here in no time. No need to ration anything now. Karen is sounding more determined than before. I'm going to lie down on the couch. Try to keep this food down. Gregor crawls out onto the couch, turning his back to you. Karen leans in to whisper. I'm glad Mariah and Anthony are gone. They were stopping us from bonding properly. How did you get so good at it? You tell Karen. After one bite, it just made me feel whole again. Even with the nightmares, it's worth it. I took a few nights, but I fought back, and now it's all I can think about. I read the book on necropsy? The text is ancient, but the diagrams are beautifully drawn. Very descriptive. How many years did it take you to perfect the craft? You tell her. Yeah, right. I used to tell Mariah that you weren't funny, but that's not true. Sorry about that. You've grown on me. Karen pauses, deep in thought. You know Gregor can't swim, right? He'd be the next to leave, but he doesn't stand a chance outside. They always seem to come back, right? In one way or another? Why wait for him to come back? Karen hands you a vial of liquid. I think you know what needs to be done. This is a strong anesthetic. Don't ask me how I found it. I want you to slip this into Gregor's mug tonight. This is for the best. He won't feel any pain until he wakes up. All you have to do is stand back and let me work on him. His request is beyond extreme. Will you do this for me? Why don't you do it? I need to psych myself up for what's next. This is my first time. I want it to be perfect. Okay, so if I say no, it's gonna stab me. If I say yes, do I get the option not to do it? I don't know. I'm supposed to protect him, so I'm gonna say no. Fine. Save that for a rainy day. I have everything set up for the couch. You don't have to watch. The restraint should be easy to apply myself. Gregor's strength is a farce. Gregor? Hi. Oh, God. What are you doing? Untie me. Oh my God. This will be over soon, Gregor. What? Wake up, sleepyhead. Hi. Oh god. You were having a nightmare. Thanks for letting me practice last night. I think I did a great job. Oh god. Made us all some breakfast this morning to celebrate. Breakfast? With what? That's a surprise. Gregor already finished his. Took a few hours, but he caved. Come on, let me show you. You get out of bed and head to the living room. Oh my god. Why? He's a little weak from the blood loss, but don't worry. Banished him up like a field medic. What is it, Gregor? Where are my... God, you're stupid. Maybe if you spent as much time reading books as chopping wood, you would have noticed the pages I was bookmarking in the necropsy book. What are you talking about? Do I have to spell it out for you? You can't swim. How are you supposed to help us when you'd immediately drown? You'd sink like a log. What? I put some of your limbs away for safekeeping. That leg was pretty tasty, huh? Gregor goes pale. How's that for a big breakfast? And don't try to crawl away. If you leave the couch, I'll end you. I don't want any of it to go bad, so we'll have to eat that fresh arm when anything else is gone. Oh my god. Speaking of which, going to start cooking another chunk. I'll leave you two alone to chat. This has gone too far. This has gone too far. Hey, all I want to do was keep everyone alive and together. But I failed at that. Are you disappointed in me? Oh? Thank you. That means a lot to me. Growing up, nobody had to tell me to be big and strong. It just happened naturally. My mother always made sure I never went hungry. Seconds, thirds, fourths, and yet I complained my belly was not full. One day on my way home from school, I was walking by the town inn and smelled something amazing coming right out of a pile of trash. I dug through it and discovered a bag. They threw away a meal that was fresh out of the oven for some reason. At least that's what I thought. I became ill with food poisoning. I hugged the toilet and cried for hours. My mother rubbed my back and eventually carried me to bed. I learned nothing from that experience. Like everywhere else, I was just here for the food. I'll never get this foul taste out of my mouth. She's going to keep eating me. I'm sorry. Getting too lightheaded to hold a good conversation. She's going to torture me again. You know that, right? You nod. Gregor grows a little more pale. Can you cover me with a blanket? I've never been this cold. This cabin, it chills me to the bones. Or what's left of them. Please, consider it my dying wish. Sure. Thank you. Much warmer now. Watch out for that knife, okay? Gregor begins to look at peace. Is he gonna die? He died. What the hell do you think you're doing? You tell Karen that Gregor gave up. We could have kept him alive for another week. What's wrong with you? No matter. Plenty of food left now. Karen leaves you alone. You head to the kitchen to try to find the other remains. Gregor. You look at the pile of dishes and your mind starts to wander.
Hello!
Let's play hide and seek. There's 5 of us to find. Can you find all of us? The red-haired woman should know where the basement key is. And I bet one of us is hiding down there. He's whittling something on a rocking chair right now. So watch out for that knife. Wait. Isn't that your knife? Why did you let her have it? You shrug. As a leader of the Trumpets, it's important you find all of us. So please don't forget any of us. Good luck. How did she get my knife? Cabbage rolls away and tries to hide. Why would Cabbage want to play hide and seek right now? You've been neglecting the Trumpets lately. Can't hurt to play along with them, right? You go talk to Karen in the living room. Looks like Karen's just slicing away at a block of wood. Gregor's remains have been stored for safekeeping. Scrubbed all the blood out of the couch to save you the trouble. Can I help you? What are you whittling with that knife? A wooden knife. Do you want one? I'd like my knife back. Oh yeah? I picked it up the first day and you said nothing. Karen looks pleased with herself. She's too happy right now. I'm going to die. Hey thief, give me back my knife. Yeah? I'd rather be a thief than a monster. What the fuck? Can you grab the tools from the basement? This knife isn't cutting it. I mean, for the bones. It's terrible for the bones. The key should be somewhere in the kitchen. Come back if you get lost. Okay? Then say goodbye and head to the kitchen. Thankfully, there's not too many places for Cabbage to hide. Where do you want to check first? Hey, what the fuck? I found her, but
Whee! Cabbage!
you found me. Well done. As leader of the trumpets, getting through mouthfuls is a chore. Can't find any trumpets to
Cabbage.
push me through. So I guess you'll have to help me out. What's next? Oh boy. You asked Cabbage about the basement key. Did you forget again? It's right in that nasty oven. There's nothing but a big pile of ashes in the oven. You found the basement key. There it is. That's to the room where we found Potato. Check behind the cauldron for the other one. Let's go find Onion. He's hiding in the bedroom. He's making hide and seek far too easy. There's a bone. Okay. Don't be a crybaby, it's just me. Onion. Today, I'm sweet as sugar cane.
Boy!
Honest. Whoa, your breath stinks. Drenched head to toe in sweat, too. Could smell you coming a mile away. Gross. Were you scared of the red-haired woman or something? You tell Onion the truth. Whoa. Sounds like I missed some messed up stuff. You gotta pass. I'm sorry to hear about Mariah, Anthony, and Gregory. But yikes. That's 3 people gone in less than a month. Not as bad as 5 people in one night though, right? I would probably lose my lunch if I had to see that again. Anyway, didn't mean to be rude. I got your back. What? Glad to have you join us, Onion. No problem. There's nothing else to do today. That's not true. I heard Brett making noise in the living room. You know how loud he can get.
Cabbage!
Fred? The Onion? The one and only, sorry. Trumpets, let's move out. You're getting a terrible headache, and your face is feeling numb. Your legs aren't moving. Oh well, you do some timed breathing exercises for a few minutes. That seemed to help. You suddenly feel a second wind coming on. Time to get that bread. You proudly strut up to the living room, happy to be alive. Found me. Everyone's secret favorite trumpet bread. Don't you loathe me? My cousin Cornbread taught me that one. He has hundreds, no, thousands of terrible puns. He's my role model. So what do you need? You tell Brett about gathering the trumpets together. That's a pretty crummy idea. Remember what happened last time? With Potato? I mean, we all chose to be in that drawer, but this, you're going against the whole grain here. Do you really think we want to go back downstairs?
Cabbage!
Brett, we need to help find Potato.
Onion!
I would never let the trumpets down. No need to pass my culinary quiz. I'm coming with you. That's great. Glad to have you on board. Wait. Are you drooling? All 3 trumpets are staring at you. Are you thinking of eating us? You accidentally lick your lips. Snap out of it. You already ate. We're no good for that. You glutton. Did they pass out? Holy cow, get them up. So heavy. You stumbled to your feet. Let's go find Raspberry and never speak of this again. I think I heard her over by the basement door. Perfect. Your head feels like it's going to crack open. Your hands have gone completely numb. This one is lasting longer than the others. You focus on wiggling your toes for a minute. 2 more to go. You go check out the basement door. Where is she? You feel a chill run up your spine. Goosebumps all over your body. She's here. The birds outside turn silent. You could hear a pin drop. You can almost hear her breathing. You feel the sudden urge to scream. You can't sneak up on me. Don't ever try that again. Surprise, found you.
Raspberry!
Why are these things so creepy?
Boy! Naya, my dana!
Yeah, I've got both keys now. Don't worry, the basement is already unlocked. Oh crap, the red-haired woman is coming over here. Come pets, let's
Yada.
hide out. Found you. You can see the knife out of the corner of Karen's dress. I don't know if I can wait any longer. Show me where you keep hiding the meat. Let's tear them apart, piece by piece. Just like Gregor. Karen looks like she's ready to bury the knife into you. What do you do? Tell her about the basement? That's why it's locked. Open it. I have to see the room. Thank you. I'll bring up some cutlets and we'll have a great dinner. Okay? See you soon. You locked the basement door. Did you? Did you just lock the door? You block out the screams of rage and bargaining. Given enough time, they will end. You crawl into bed and go to sleep. You slept in today. The pounding has completely stopped. You really need to go to the bathroom. You decide to open your eyes. You must have sleptwalked to the bathroom last night. The glow of the candle is oddly comforting. Who's fuck. The candle blew out, and the door is locked. You find a flashlight in the corner of the bathroom and turn it on. What? You're in the dark, but you're not alone. Okay. Click on objects around the bathroom to get more information or find hidden clues. If you're stuck, just wait a little bit to see the glint of objects to inspect around the bathroom. Just move around your cursor to search the room.
Cabbage.
Oh my.
Hello.
Hello. Are you locked in the bathroom again? You tell her about the candle blowing out. Maybe you just need to try wiggling it a bit. The candle? Sometimes the simplest method is the best one. Now, if you excuse me, need to conduct the next secret trumpet meeting. Later. You quickly make your escape. Okay. Well, getting locked in the bathroom is enough excitement for today. You get under the covers and quickly fall asleep. Why can't I, like... Oh, she's gonna fucking kill me. It's been 2 days. She'd be alive. Oh gosh, she's gonna crawl up on the bed. I swear to God. Somebody's at the door. I don't want to open the door. You grip the doorknob tightly, getting ready for what's next. Oh! That can't be the real Gregor. You determine the haunt has officially begun. Some spirits move on immediately, others linger, and some stop at nothing to give you a heart attack, or get you to fall down a flight of stairs, or cause you to wander into an early demise. No way of knowing which one the group will choose. The rain has stopped outside. You decide to look out the window. Oh god. The floodwaters are completely gone. Karen would appreciate the good news, but not after locking her in the basement. No good reason to leave the cabin. Plenty of food here now. Eh. You've been so busy you've forgotten to eat. You head to the kitchen for a snack. Karen's hiding spot was too obvious. You take a few bites of the meat. You lost more of your humanity. Okay. Not fresh enough. Oh well. You decide to crawl back into bed and get a little extra sleep. That's a lot. You have a strange dream. The clouds have parted. The rain has gone away. You wake in a cold sweat. Is this another trick or... Good morning? She's still sticking around. You head to the kitchen to get breakfast. Your food is gone. That noise was coming from the living room. Anatoly? Ah, nobody's here. Some deep scratches are dug into the wood by the couch. Something is approaching. What's making that noise? It sounds like it was coming from the basement door. You go over to investigate. A cold wind is blowing through the hole in the door. You get goosebumps all over your arms. If she's been down there all that time, she's definitely dead, but... Oh, you wake in a cold sweat. Ah, that was a dream. Right? It's raining again. They're taunting you with dreams of a sunny day. You get out of bed and head to the living room. You can still smell Gregor here. Should you have intervened with Karen? Yes. It probably wouldn't have changed the outcome. It also might have led to your death. The couch is still comfortable, even after Gregor imprinted on it. You decide to take a nap, which quickly turns into a sleep. Jesus. You must have woken up too early today. The cabin living room is pitch black. Oh, God. You pick up a flashlight nearby to explore the darkness. Oh, yikes. Yep, that's him. Can I, like, first note you ever received? Thinking about the messenger puts a smile on your face. Okay. Can I read the damn note? Oh. Hmm? You notice a note sticking out from one of the books. I thought it was a book. I know you've been ignoring my other letters, so I am begging you. Please bring back my daughter safely, or I will need to get the others involved. I have left payments outside the door and will pay any price. Please let her go. We don't have to involve anyone else. You take the mother note with you. You decide to lay back down on the couch to get the rest of your sleep. You slept walk again. You can hear Potato mumbling in the drawer. Oh, it's you again. Tell me, in that first week with the red-haired woman and the others, where did you sleep? You think for a minute but come up with nothing. It's worse than I imagined. If I can be honest, it was truly horrific to witness. Still nothing? You would routinely collapse in the middle of the hallway, sleepwalking into walls or worse, going down into the basement. I can't believe you haven't broken your neck on those stairs yet. You seem to survive almost anything. Do I have that right? Must be that addiction to meat. Or something else. Would you share the secret with me? Sure. I kinda hoped it would spell it out for me as well, because I don't know the secret. Thank you. Was it the right thing to tell Potato? It's a delight to watch you fall apart. What does the red-haired woman have in store for you? You haven't thought about Karen in a while. How many days has she been down there? You do realize she's probably been feasting on the tree? She'll be much stronger than the last time you saw her. Go downstairs. Put an end to this. Not for the trumpets, just for me. You head for the basement door. You quickly do the math in your head and determine Karen will be dead in the basement. I doubt it. It's been enough dates, right? No. Even if she's been eating rotting meat. It's just a staircase. Nothing to be scared of. She's gonna crawl up the staircase, I swear to God. You begin your descent. Oh, great.
Above your knees.
Something's approaching. I swear I heard her say above your knees. I don't know. Stop zooming in! Stop it. Aha! I've been down here the entire time. It's so good to see you again. She's dead. There's plenty of bread down here. Why aren't you saying anything? I'll never forgive you for what you did. There. You put Anatolia through hell. You desecrated my corpse. You gave them that disgusting hunger. All of that is water under the bridge now. Anatolia's down here. Come have some bread with us. You always try things like this. Your anger, consecrated near their grave. These are tricks and traps. You're not falling for this one. Why aren't you listening to me? There's bread down here, loaves of it. Fine. I won't stop you from finding the others down here. One piece of advice? Beware of Karen. She is ill beyond repair. Gregor will try to talk to you out of reaching the room. Anatolia will try to talk you into leaving the cabin. And Karen will rip the flesh from your bones. We'll talk again. You go deeper into the abyss. The walls down here, they're dirt and soot. Something is approaching. Would be Anatoly first? Oh, I'm glad I found you. The rain outside has stopped. Did you hear that knocking? Another trap. Everyone's upstairs and wants to leave. Mariah was worried sick about you. You tell Gregor about speaking with Mariah. Guess I can't lie to you, huh? You just stood there while Karen took my limbs doing nothing. Are you frightened by her? If you won't come upstairs with me, please turn on the light when you reach the room. I want to see the look on your face when the light bulb turns on. Can you do that for me? You nod. Thank you. Thanks for letting me lick the bowl clean. That was enough to keep him at bay. We'll meet again soon. Beware, Karen. You feel Gregor leaving the staircase. You descend deeper into the abyss. Wait, do they want Karen to kill me or not? Air pressure down here feels greater. You're getting closer to Karen with each step. Something is approaching. Oh, thought you'd still be fending off that glutton and Gregor right now. You tell Anthony about being with Gregor. Oh, I was going to try to see if you wanted to pick onions with me. You shake your head. Guess there's nothing fooling you, huh? You survived this long, and now you'll need to fend off Karen. I can't tell if I'd rather have you or her sticking around down here. You ask Anatoly where Karen is. Oh, she's just below us, waiting to devour you. Karen's been practicing on her butchering again. Maybe she'll start with your arms. Down here, the whispers have told me about you. I can't even believe some of the things you've done. Worse than any war crime. So many whispers about those sort of things. So many whispers down here. It ends at the bottom. Karen might be alive down here, but you won't be. See you again soon. You feel Anatoly leaving the staircase. You grate your teeth and keep going. Your feet finally hit solid ground in the basement. Something doesn't feel right.
Behind
No. You feel around the wall blindly and locate the
you.
light switch.
Oh,
Cabbage. You've come so far. Proud of you.
cabbage,
As leader of the
cabbage.
Trumpets, I wanted to let you know we have your back. No matter what happens down
Cabbage.
here, just call out to us and we'll be there.
Boy, boy.
Honest,
Boy.
wouldn't let you die down here. When you least expect it, we'll roll out with you. You can't sneak up on me, but
Raspberry.
sneaking up on you, extremely easy. Are you deaf? Raspberry.
Onion.
That was pretty cruel, even for me. Your ears have so much dirt in them. They could probably grow potatoes. We'll have to work on those jokes, potato. Sure. Weren't you hiding in the basement room? Circumstances have changed. I wouldn't mind miss a killing for the world. Just remember, down here,
Cabbage,
you can call on
cabbage.
us. We'll help you out in a bind. And if you get lost down here later, please avoid the room where it happened. I can't speak for the others, but I'd like to forget what happened there. I don't think we'll ever forget that, potato. But thank you for coming along with
Boy,
us.
boy.
I wouldn't call it a change of heart because you really never had one, potato. You should have rotten down here, but I'm glad you're here to help. Wish I had a joke here, but what you did was no joking matter. That's enough.
Yata, ha, ha.
Wait, what? You feel around the wall blindly and locate the light switch. Took you long enough. Let's end this. Oh god, are we fighting? Should have kept the door locked. Some bets? Hey, as if your pets can't leave you hanging. All of us are ready to help you out here. I see you've ignored my warning to watch out for that knife. Please survive this fight. We want to play hide and seek. Help out. Filled me with hope. You gained 5 HP. Oh, you started to bleed. Are you talking to yourself again? Won't be burying you. Dodge? Blood's running down your side. Do I not? Do I attack? Do I... Dodge? Ah! Okay. Wait. Never left Ukraine.
Onion. Onion. Boy, boy. Onion.
Huh. Oh god. I don't get what I'm supposed to be doing. Oh. I'm gonna die. What? Why'd she get like a second hit in? What the fuck? Fair enough. Nope. Why would she eat my ears? I died. Oh, I need to win. Okay. Okay. Can I not just keep dodging? Or is it chance thing? Okay, so there are ideal times to talk to the trumpet. Oh god. Always Merry Raspberry is a lie created by Cabbage. You know me by now, and I've never acted merry, correct? You nod. Are you going to devour the red haired woman when you win? Or leave her corpse to stink up the basement? We don't know your answer. Oh, we both know. Let's end this. A second win. Oh. What? I didn't do anything different, did I? Okay. I want my knife back. Karen quickly stumbles down the hallway, running left at the end, turning left at the end. You're hobbling after her, but the room is pitch black here. The rot of a decaying flesh here is nauseating. You can hear the small echoes of Karen's footsteps disappearing below, making this room feel enormous. You can't see their eyes, but you can feel them. You're being watched. The staircase is the center when at the center winds downward, spiraling into the abyss. You're getting light-headed again. Gravity almost gets the best of you a few times as you work your way to the bottom. Your shoes stick to the floor when you reach the bottom. The smell of mildew and something rotten makes you gag. You can barely make out the outlines of door frames in each direction. You head east, opening the door. You feel Karen's presence close by. That's not Karen. Back together again. Drowned and dissected, the butcher of hope has returned. Where's Karen? Lost in the abyss. Her rage blinds her. Ravenous, completely ravenous. She will never be able to move on. Bound to this cabin by you, she will never escape. Those that die in the cabin are bound to different rules. Being wested nothing. Victims will always gravitate to this cabin, always find a way to you. You wretch, you abomination, you horror. Turn on the light and savor your inhumanity. Turn on the light. Turn on the light. Turn on the light. I did not. What? Wait, it ends like that? Not done yet. Okay. What the hell does that mean? You hear talking upstairs. Thieves? You grab your flaying knife and silently go up the stairs. We'll eat well tonight. Huh? The four look completely shocked at the sight of you. She doesn't look like she has the courage to speak. We've been lost for a few days. Your cabin is the only hut we've seen out here. Can we stay here for a few nights? You clear your throat and ask the questions you've asked thousands of times. Did you come on your own free will, or were you sent? We were technically sent. Anatoly, we came on our own free will. The woman looks confident in her answer. They answered incorrectly. You clear your throat again, coughing profusely. You may stay in my cabin until you're ready to leave. The group looks terrified of you, as they should be. Wasn't that trail steep? Yeah. The group finally returns to normal. It's forced, but they attempt to save face. That walk was brutal, but this cabin is amazing. What? What? Also, whatever happened to the little squirrel? I don't know if it continues a lot after this, but we will see if it's worth making another video. But that was weird. It's creepy. It's good. I don't know. I'm a little uncomfortable.